Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Brother Thabiti. We're going to be dealing with some adding and subtraction rules. If you're going to do any form of math, algebra specifically, you're going to need to know your adding and subtraction and your multiplication rules. But we're going to deal with your adding and subtraction rules here. Okay, so say for instance we have a negative 5 plus, and I'll put this in parentheses, this is negative 3. Now, this is adding and subtraction rules we're going to need to use in order to solve this. And so in order to do that, we have to look at whatever sign is to the left of this number is what this number represents. That means that tells whether it's a negative or positive number. So if you look at this 5, look to the left. What do we see? We see a negative sign, so I know that's a negative 5. Look at this 3 right here. Look to the left of the 3. What do we see? We see a negative. So these signs are what? They're the same, right? This is a negative, that's a negative. So when the signs are the same, what does it say? It says you add. If we add 5 and 3, what do we get? Of course, we get 8. And then it says keep the same sign. That means you keep the sign negative. So that means your final answer would be negative 8. Okay, what if we dealt with those same numbers, but we're going to switch them up? Let's say this is a positive 5 plus a negative 3. Once again, we look at the problem here. Look to the left of the 5, and what do we see? It's positive, right? So that means this is a positive 5. Look to the left of the 3. What do we see? We see a negative, so we know that's a negative 3. Therefore, these two signs are different. One's negative, one positive. So since these two signs are different, what does our rule say? Different signs you subtract. So we subtract 5 and 3. What do we get? Of course, we get 2. And then it says keep the sign of the larger number. So what is larger out of the 3 and the 5? The 5 obviously is, and it has a positive sign to the left of it, so that means your final answer should be positive 2. Now I just put a positive 2 there, but you know the rules are if there's nothing there, it's automatically positive. So I didn't even have to put this positive there, but I'm just putting it there just for educational purposes. So yes, our final answer will be 2 here, and our final answer will be 8 over there, depending on your rules. So you got to know your rules. Look over those once again. Write them down if you have to. If you have to sing them, say same sign add, keep same sign. Or if you have to say different sign sub, keep the sign of the larger number. Do something, but know your adding and subtraction rules. Okay, stay tuned next because we're going to go into our multiplication rules.